So we are in the Salt and Straw R&D kitchen right now because we get to make fruitcake with the man himself, Congressman Earl Blumenauer, and of course, Tyler Malik of Salt and Straw. You have everything here to make your fruitcake right now.
For 25 years, I've had drive-by cakings, show up with little platters in offices, mail them to people across the country, friends, and some people I want to send a message to. It's been a great holiday tradition, and the tradition of actually sitting down and making the fruitcake. For me, it's a nice release to bake, and it's fun to be able to share it. And then, of course, I get all the cards and nasty jokes about fruitcake, and people, glad we have another one. We're building a bomb shelter in the backyard with it or something. So it's fun. I really enjoy it. The recipe I have, first of all, is a secret. It's a special fruitcake. It's not the stuff that you need a hammer and chisel. You know, it's not dense and no nuts in this.
Okay. Yeah, what do you say to people who do not like fruitcake? Maybe they need to give yours a chance?
They've not had my fruitcake when they say that. I can't tell you how many dozens of times, no, hundreds of times people say, I don't like fruitcake. But I like this. It's cakey, little brandy, fresh Oregon ingredients.
So we're gonna start with the butter, and we're gonna cream that with the sugar. After this, we're gonna add the eggs and the vanilla, and then we'll let this mix again. Can you add the spices to this? I've got baking powder, I've got salt, I've got nutmeg and mace.
So put all the spices into the flour.
And then you're gonna add half of that to here.
How am I doing so far?
You're terrific. But one of the things I've learned from Tyler, when you would painstakingly measure everything, that if you have really great ingredients, the recipe can be pretty forgiving. There's a range of tolerance if you've got the right stuff. And so I'm obsessing less now that I know this secret.
This is sour cream and milk.
Now this is an ice cream variant.
Right, so this isn't normally what you'd put in?
Nope,
okay.
Nope.
It's gonna kind of tenderize the batter a little bit and allow it to be a little softer by the time it's frozen. You can finish off the flour, add that all in there, and the grand finale is gonna be all the fruits.
These are the golden raisins, and then the currants, candied
cherries. So are they actual cherries?
They are cherries.
Okay.
They are cherries. Make sure to put the red in first.
How do they make them green?
Don't ask. That's okay. A little lemon peel, citron, which is sometimes a little hard to come by around here, and then a little brandy to moisten.
How much do you put in?
A little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little, a lot, you know.
I don't know.
A couple tablespoons.
So this is an Oregon brandy, right?
Absolutely. The brandy in there soaks in. Now, my recipe is to soak it overnight. One of the things I've learned from Tyler is they'll tell you to soak it overnight. That's part of the mystique. But the work is pretty much done in half an hour or less. I still soak it overnight.
It's so romantic.
Okay.
Add it straight in.
Look at all that fruit.
That's our batter. So I'll have you divide this evenly between a couple different loaf pans.
Okay, putting our fruitcakes in the oven. They look so cute in there. So it's
50
been 50
minutes.
This is Congressman Blumenauer's fruitcake.
Whoa, good job.
That's really tasty.
I always have to sample.
I feel like sometimes fruitcake gets a bad rap because the fruits are super chewy and so they don't even taste like they're actual fruit anymore. No, this is fruit. And it's cake, and it's delicious. How much fruitcake do you eat while you're making your fruitcakes and delivering them?
There is quality control demands at each step along the way. Or if there will be a cake that somehow gets dented, that's an excuse to test it rather than give it. So I eat a lot of fruitcake in a month.
So when we serve these, we serve it with a heaping amount of butter. So you'll have to eat a little bit more fruitcake.
Oh no.
And then a little bit of extra brandy on top.
Oh, fling me in the briar patch.
And then for our ice cream, I'm just gonna take these, I'm gonna really lightly cut them, kind of cube them. We're gonna brandy them.
They are brandied when they leave my care. We put brandy on each cake.
Oh, on the top?
Yeah, but what the heck? Give it another coat if you want.
'Tis the season.
I told you I love the butter on toasted fruitcake. So this is just a really lightly salted, kind of high butterfat ice cream that we've been spinning. Since we're here, I think we should just mix it straight in and taste it from the machine.
Oh.
So this is the best the ice cream will ever be in its entire life. Here's a spoon. Find some fruitcake in there.
Oh, twist my arm.
Oh my gosh, fruitcake ice cream.
I'm not proud.
Cheers.
This is ice cream that goes on sale over the holiday season. And Salt and Straw has agreed to donate the proceeds. The profit from this goes to the Community Cycling Center, which is a neighbor of one of their stores in Alberta that does a fantastic job of getting bicycles to young people who otherwise wouldn't have them.
It's also a really cool jumping off point for people to come into our shops and learn about what the Community Cycling Center does. And often a lot of our guests actually then leave buying a bike for a kid as they go.
And so people can actually, during the month of December, when they come and buy their fruitcake ice cream, you can actually buy a bike for a kid at the register?
Yeah, exactly, which is really cool. I mean, it's kind of the perfect Christmas gift.
They can provide for $50 a bicycle for a kid. That is customized, and so Salt and Straw, God love them, have not only donated the proceeds, but they have the materials there so that people can do one-stop shopping, fruitcake ice cream, bike for a deserving kid.